Hi students, today in this session we will see the fundamentals and the applications and the need for the numerical integration, which is in your finite element analysis 5th unit along with the isoparametric elements. So in this session we are going to see about the Gaussian quadrature, the need for the integration, the Gaussian points and weights, and how we can integrate, how we can arrive the integral value using numerical integration. Well, see, before you get into the session, we'll see what is the need for numerical integration when we go for the numerical integration. See, in engineering environments, any problems which arrived with a mathematical model or equation involves highly complicated differential or derivatives or any other functions, and when we don't have any standard methods to solve the integral value using normal calculus, and sometimes the integrand itself, the integrand f of x itself will be more complicated, and we will see what is the Gaussian quadrature, how we integrate the integrand. And let us say this I stands for the integral, which is equal to integral a to b f of x dx, where this f of x stands for the integrand and a and b stands for the lower and upper limits. Whenever we say this f of x, it is a function, a polynomial, which involves any function like inverse function, logarithmic, algebraic, trigonometric or exponential. These 5 types are the basic types of the functions which we consider in calculus. So this f of x may be of any of the type or combination of those types. And when we come to this application of the numerical integration, it's quite interesting. The first use of integration was to find the volume of the wine casks, because this the geometry of the wine cask would be a curved surface, and since this numerical integration have the basic applications in finding the areas under the curved surfaces, or center of masses, the displacement and velocity in dynamic problems or fluid mechanic problems, or the temperature related problems, all these uses this numerical integration. So, for example, if you take a curved surface and we want to find out the area under this curved surface, so you just consider a small stripe of thickness dz, and this curve is having a function, say it is expressed in terms of y of z, having the limits from 0 to t. So this area of the section will becomes 2 times of 0 to 0 to t y of z dz. So this is how we represent the numerical integration, and we don't go for the the calculus method to find this. Instead we go for numerical integration method. The other application of this numerical integration is in automobile. So we have a odometer and a speedometer, which allow the driver to determine their speed and the distance what he has traveled. And some electronic versions of gauges to interpret the values use the derivatives to transform the data sent to the electronic motherboard from the tires to miles per hour and the distance in kilometers. So this is how we come to know the values of the speed and the distance when the driver rides the vehicle. And this Gaussian quadrature. This Gaussian quadrature is most commonly applied in numerical integration method. It actually approximates an integral to the weighted sum of the values of the integrand. So when we say the weighted sum of the values, it is the product of the weights and the value of the integrand at that particular Gaussian point. So we call that as a discrete point over the entire domain. For example, if you take a 1-point Gauss quadrature rule, this integral a to b f of x dx is equal to c1 into f of x, where the c1 stands for the weight of the Gaussian point x1, and this f of x stands for the value of the Gaussian point, value of the integrand at that Gaussian point. So with this we can understand that if it is a two-point Gaussian quadrature, then it becomes c1 f of x1 plus c2 f of x2, where c1 and c2 stands for the weights, and f of x1 and f of x2 stands for the values evaluated at those discrete points. Under this table gives you the so some of the points, Gaussian points, their values and the weights. For you, at least you should remember the first three Gaussian points, their values and their weights. With this, we will complete this session. And some of the points to remember in this session is what is Gaussian quadrature, when to adopt this numerical integration, applications of the numerical integration, and at least you have to remember the first three Gaussian coordinates and their weights. Thank you.